Yeah, you can only beat them with like bats and sticks and stuff like that. If you can't shoot each other and nothing like that.
That sounds fun. Yeah, you guys said 6:30, so by the time I'm done with this, yours should be up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started streaming. Just waiting for him to ready up. He said give him a second. Huh? I think this is my first time playing the Browns, so if I beat him, I beat everybody in my division. Alright, he readied up. Alright, here goes nothing. You on, Isaac?
Yeah, I'm about to.
You on, Jay? Alright.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Yo, JJ, I started. Not you, the other guy. My JJ. Oh. Damn, somebody's 2-8 with the freaking Saints.
Now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
The only person I really have to focus on in my division is the Bucks.
Ah, that bitch.
You played them?
The Bucks? Oh, no. I thought you said the 9 is my fault. I'm out of my mind.
Oh, nah.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down.
Could it be? Come on, Juju. Come on, Juju. Yo, I think Juju's you right now. He looks slow.
Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know they get nervous about the underneath guy. They see that guy going deep, think the safety's going to pick him up. But then I have that drag right under.
And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. Let's go. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Flushed out right.
Oh, my God.
Joker's big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards.
I should have been sent TJ. Oh, Wildcat. Fuck, should have identified that.
Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you follow him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10.
I can tell he knows how to play.
At the 41 from the pistol. Here's Elliott. Oh, he sheds himself free. Past the 20. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it, because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. He can break tackles and know where the first...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Yo, why did they make me run back?
Steven Nelson, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best, to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he drops it.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They could game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
I think he used his second time out.
They told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
There's something wrong with my controller.
That one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They got the
if I get another touchdown, I can pretty much wrap this up.
Forces him to settle for 3, and it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. On 1st and 10 is counter. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. From the 45 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger.
Damn.
One that's intercepted.
He caught a pick 6.
Carlton Davis picks it. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Am I taking too many chances, Isaac?
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as
really
they come
early in
up
the game.
1st and 10. Now
It's really what?
gonna give this
Oh,
one to
early
Cobb.
in the game.
And he is met quickly in the
I just
backfield.
want to know how
Down he
to
goes, folded
catching
like
the
a
ball
lawn
like
chair.
that.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards on first down at Samuels.
Hold the ball.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. Now Ben on 3rd and long. That went into the hands of his tailback Samuels. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
Oh,
now what's going on with y'all folks? We done entertainment 9 lanes.
Hey. To the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team.
What's going on, man?
What's going on, Samel?
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. That's complete to his
Everything
receiver,
good.
And they're going to get this all
I'm up on Jalen right now. He in game check.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones.
I'm going to catch y'all right back. I'm going to copy the game check right quick.
Easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. And his pass incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone on tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter.
Oh, dude, you see that?
Mayfield looks to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Mayfield, that one complete to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A throw over the middle, taken in. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to regain
end zone. There's nothing else I can do about that.
Nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because
if he keeps playing at Tampa too with the corners and the flats, see what I can do here.
Then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
So now you think he's winning Tampa too? Oh,
10 yards on the pickup
yeah.
there, and it'll be 2nd down. On second and very short, Roethlisberger.
Yes, sir.
Smith-Schuster, that's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler
I was afraid. I thought he was going to do that jump over bullshit.
Smith-Schuster with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boswell good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
That was great coverage. Okay.
With the coaching staff, that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time. And they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I thought they should have. I don't know.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
I thought he missed it, and I did that.
Of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams.
See why I need a kick returner, Isaac?
As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back.
You could check.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Fastest person on my team is Juju, 91-92.
The Browns drive about to get started. Yeah. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
This is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects. Tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 3rd down, Mayfield.
And
he's got one. It's complete. And he's able to get this one
in the
closer
flats
to
for that,
midfield
but
across the 45. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Mayfield now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Mayfield. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Mayfield brings it up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Run. Hey, exit.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And it's caught. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run in with Elliott. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Ezekiel Elliott with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on 1st down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the 17, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
Wow.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Hopefully I can capitalize.
It kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Roethlisberger will throw. Carrying one deep for Crabtree. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's Crabtree's slow ass.
Out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now a play fake here on first down.
No!
4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Damn.
Picked up by Josh Jones.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start the drive with Elliott, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Mayfield, throw left side complete. It's Elliott, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there on first down. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Mayfield now toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
His pass caught with the 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Chris Godwin with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now counter. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. So they start on the ground with Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. On third down, Elliott. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's Jamie Gillen now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Isaac, you streaming?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive.
No, not yet. I haven't heard from him yet. No, really, I haven't started.
For a guy once we're down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the rookie from Alabama, Mac Wilson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, Shimon, no more playing for you after this.
No more what?
Playing for you after this.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to take a nap. They could fucking fourth win that other league.
Their defense really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second
So
half
technically,
shutout.
put up your stream.
The team that just got vanquished.
I'm gonna watch it in my
They scored in the
room.
second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be the last play?